Thank you for choosing to rise with Sunrise. Welcome back. From November 15 to 23, 2024, the International University of the Caribbean will host a delegation of 7 professors from the University of KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. Their visit aims to foster stronger educational and cultural ties between Africa and the Caribbean, with key meetings scheduled with the University Council of Jamaica and the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. So, joining us this morning to tell us more is the president of the International University of the Caribbean, Professor Roderick Hewitt, and University of KwaZulu-Natal, Reverend Lembe Sivili. Welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to be here.
Yeah,
I was telling him before you came on camera that voice, deep resonance.
Oh, so lovely to have you both here. I'd love you to start by telling us a little bit more about the meeting scheduled for November 15 to 23.
Right. We have a delegation of academics from the College of Humanities linked with the University of KwaZulu-Natal, based in Durban, and the Vice Chancellor, Professor McKeesway, and 3 or 4 of his other top professors will be coming here. We have a partnership with them. It's linked with a deep connection. I have worked in South Africa with the university for past decade, returned to Jamaica 2020 and went to the International University of the Caribbean. And one of the things I picked up quite clearly was that in Jamaican academic scholarship, although we are a people of many nations and majority Africans, our knowledge systems and academic discourse is bereft of serious engagement with African understanding and practice, indigenous knowledge systems arising out of the African context. Sure, Marcus Garvey has given us a lot there, but Western philosophy and Western discourse is at the heart of our educational system. So that's why we thought this is time for us to engage with a top university. The UKZN, University of KwaZulu-Natal, is in the top 300 global universities. In South Africa, it is number 4 after University of Cape Town, Pretoria, Stellenbosch. That's where it lies. So it's a top university for which we have one of the students here studying through that university with us.
Awesome, awesome. I want you to expound some more on the key goals of the collaboration between KwaZulu-Natal and, of course, the International University of the Caribbean.
Well, the primary goal is that we want to expand the postgraduate landscape to make sure Afrocentric, well, in academics we use the word hermeneutics. How you use interpretation of ideas, not to become enslaved to one paradigm. You must now draw on indigenous knowledge systems and appropriate them to widen your knowledge scale. So that's exactly where we are bringing some of our key professors. We have a number of students doing doctoral work here in Jamaica. Some are in the wider region. And it is our hope that in doing so, other students will become interested. Yeah.
Why is this important for the wider public, though?
Well, in terms of the wider public, you must remember that knowledge systems, it's not just at the university knowledge exists. Knowledge begins where the people are. And sadly, some of us don't appropriate the knowledge that we have gleaned from our grandparents, from the environment around us, and translate them into new knowledge that can impact how we see the world around us. We always think knowledge must be imported from other contexts rather than to celebrate what we have. So this is all part of getting the wider public to become engaged in what we're doing.
And of course, I'm sure Reverend Lembe can speak to the benefits. What do you see are the potential benefits of strengthening the ties between African and Caribbean universities?
Yeah, one of the things I want to highlight from the beginning is that I'm an African myself, right, serving in Jamaica. And one of the things is that the strengthening aspect brings on board the understanding that if we are going to sort out our own challenges, we have to appreciate that we need to begin to engage methodologies that speak to the realities in our own context. And we don't just want to do academics for the sake of doing academics. Academics have to be relevant. They have to be able to engage the local context and be able to provide the solutions because we have our own answers as a people. But what this program provides really for me is that, number one, it provides a sense of flexibility. Because most of the programs, actually the program that I'm doing is purely online.
Okay.
So you can do it in the comfort of your office, in the comfort of your room. So the lectures are not only presented live in the moment, but they're also recorded. So if you happen to be distracted, you can still go back. The other aspect is that this program provides a global platform. So you are engaging with students across the globe. And when I say across the globe, I mean across the globe. So there's that benefit of knowing, because what is there now is that education is not going to be designed for a particular context without engaging other contexts.
Absolutely.
Because once you narrow it down to a single context, you are not going to benefit much because we're a global village now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, but the other aspect, it is the opportunity, I think, that the program provides. It's the opportunity for you to engage in a field of study and a topic of interest, but also something that is relevant. So it doesn't give you some kind of lock that this is the only area that you have to focus on. So there is latitude for you to engage areas that you think as a student you are passionate about, and also how relevant that is in your own academic journey, but also how do you apply that in your day-to-day living. So
this is an important conversation, a very timely conversation too, because of course we can see, as you've highlighted and expounded on, the benefits of the ties strengthening with African and Caribbean universities, you know. And I'm sure those who are listening are saying, yes, it's about time. Why didn't we think of this? Why wasn't this done before? However, we could do this all morning.
We could, we really could. Our guests have been Professor Roderick Hewitt, President of International University of the Caribbean, and Reverend Lembe Civile, doctoral candidate, IUC and the University of KwaZulu-Natal. TK is up next with your morning news. You don't want to miss it.